Okay, so our first major grade project will be called the line project. So when you look on GradeSpeed, it'll be listed as the line project. And we're going to start by creating a continuous line over the entire page. Okay, so I'm just going to start on one end of the paper and just start with a continuous line. It can sort of wrap around, go toward the edges. So as you can see, I'm creating these other shapes while I'm doing this, going all around the edge of the paper. Okay, and then I'm going to sort of end it with one of those shapes. Okay, now you don't want your shapes to be too big, but you also don't want them to be too small either. Like these are pretty small areas, so you don't want to if you keep going over and over and over, you're going to end up with spaces that are too small, and you don't want that. The reason is because now within each shape, we're going to create a different pattern. So again, these are words that you will need to look up, need to know. Okay, so one is line, different types of line, and the other one is pattern. So again, you don't have to be good at drawing to do this. I'm going to just pick one area and just start with maybe a zigzag pattern, and I'm just going to fill in that area with a zigzag. And so again, if you can pick up a pencil, if you can hold a pencil, then you can do a drawing. You can create something with that. All right, it just takes practice. The more you practice, the better you get. Okay, so I did a zigzag pattern in there. Maybe in another area, I want to do some wavy lines. Maybe in here, I'll do some wavy line pattern. So again, pattern is this repetition of line or shape. And I'm just going to continue in each one with different patterns. I'm going to try and come up with a different pattern for each one. Maybe one is polka dots. All right, some of the dots are bigger, some smaller. Maybe some are going right on the edge of that shape. Okay. So that's step number one, and step number two is adding those patterns. Step number three is that you're going to choose between either warm colors or cool colors. So your entire drawing has to be all warm colors or cool colors. And if we look at the color wheel, all right, all your warm colors are yellow, yellow-orange, orange, red-orange, red. Any of these are warm colors, warm, all right? Think about if you were to draw a fire, trying to draw a fire or adding color to a fire, these are the colors you would probably use for a campfire, all right? So those are your warm colors. Your cool colors are over here, so your greens, blues, blue, violet, violet. So think about if you were drawing a lush forest or the ocean, all of those would be cool colors. So you're going to choose. You're going to either have all warm colors or all cool colors. You have to decide which one you want for your design. So for this one, I'm going to do all warm colors. These are, you can see I also included brown because brown is kind of in the red family. And I'm going to go in and just start adding some color into that. Now, some people ask, oh, can we outline this in Sharpie? If you do any outlining, I would save that for the very end. I would save any outlining for the very end of this. All right. And I'm just going to go in, add some of the yellow. Maybe I'm going to skip each one. Yellow in there, and then in between, I'm going to do a red in between. And I can vary it up. But you can see that my color scheme is going to be all warm colors for this one. Now here's some examples. So again, I'm going to leave this one, and I have some that are finished. Again, by Friday, when you take your progress photo by Friday, you should have about half of this done, at least drawn in. You should have about half of it done, because remember, you only have 2 weeks to complete this. You'll have 2 full weeks to complete it. But again, by Friday, by that progress grade, you should have half of this done when I look at those on your Friday photograph. So here's one that is completed, just about completed. You'll see that there's still a few areas out here that I haven't done yet. All right, so this one, again, this is a student work from last year. You can see that they were doing all warm colors as well, warm colors. Here's one where a student chose to do all cool colors. So you can see the different patterns in there, and they've cut it down and created this nice mat as well. All right, so again, you will have 2 class periods to complete it and have fun creating.